Hey guys, it's StarrySky and welcome to this Fire DPS skill point video. Now the aim of this video is to take you through how to prioritize your skill points and pretty much let you know how to do them. So all in all, my second character, Legacy, has 131 skill points, so I won't be able to show you all the innates, but I can still tell you what to do. So since it's a fire one, fire is mainly a might build. And our primary stat is obviously going to be might in all of our sockets, skill points, and such and such. But anyway, let's get started with where to do our skill points. So first of all, when you reset your skill points, never forget to go straight to your movement and put the necessary skill points in to get your movement mode. So for me, super speed, 1 skill point is required. And then for every DPS, we always prioritize the critical attack chance and then critical attack damage before we get any of the stats for, because if you just want to go ahead and get your primary stat, then good, you're going to have high might or high precision. But if you don't have the crit chance and crit attack damage to back it up, then that high stat's going to be worthless because you're never going to be able to crit, or if you do crit, the crit damage is just going to be really bad. So first of all, we want to go into trees to get the critical attack damage. So that should be staff. So obviously down the middle, and then we max out the critical attack chance on the left. Rifle, down the middle, and critical attack chance. One-handed, is that the last one? Nope. Martial arts, nope. Probably two-handed. Yep, that's the weapon I'm using. So the last critical attack chance will be in two-handed. So down the middle, and critical attack chance there. That'll be all of the ones for the critical attack chance. So then after that, we want to move on to our critical attack damage. And pretty much all we want to do is we want to go down the middle of, we want to find the trees first of all, which have the critical attack damage, and then we go down the middle of those, and then we get the critical attack damage. So there is one in Brawler, so you'd go down the middle, and then you'd get the critical attack damage, max that out. Same with Dual Pistol, down the middle, and then we max out critical attack damage. Dual Wield, down the middle, critical attack damage, max that out. There should be one more. There we go. So in martial arts, down the middle, and then max out critical attack damage. So then that would have got our, like I say, our standard DPS sorted. We've got our movement mode done. We've got our critical attack chance and critical attack damage done. So now this is where we differ if we're a precision based or a might based one. And since this is a fire based power, sorry, I should say a might based power, for the fire, we want to go ahead and get the might innates. So before we just like go ahead and put skill points in any might innates, what we seriously want to do is we want to go down and we want to get the tier 1 might innates, which are plus 20. If you're wondering what do I mean by tier 1, I'll get to that in a second. There we go. So we have the bow, so this is what I mean by plus 20. So we go down the middle, and then we got the plus 20 might. So now if you wonder what I mean by tier 1 innates, so basically since I added in the bottom row of ones, I don't know if everyone refers to it, but people in the league I'm in referred to the innates as tier 1 and tier 2. So for me, what I mean when I say tier 1 innates is the top row at the bottom is tier 1. Well, I should say, when they added the other innates in 2013, this became known as, well, for me and people in my league, as tier 2 innates. So for the might, we want to go and max out the plus 20 tier 1 might innates. So down the middle of bow, then we max out the plus 20 might innates. And then we would do the same for the rest of the trees. Now there should be 3 of them altogether. So we literally would go down all the middle of the trees until we find the plus 20 mitonates. There's another one there. So hand blasters, then down the middle, max out the plus 20. Now there should be one more. There we go. So the final one would be down in one-handed, and then max out the mitonates in that one. Won't be right. No, not that one. So yeah. So then that's we're starting to get on primary mitonates. Now the reason why we go and we prioritize the tier 1 forts because they give the most for the skill points. As you see, they get 1 skill point will give us 20, so when we max it out, it'll get 60 just for 3 skill points. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and find the rest of the mitonates, which are the tier 2 ones, in the rest of the skill trees. So this is the tier 2 mitonates, and this is one of the main reasons why I said prioritize the tier 1 fort, because you can see there's 6 in total, and each for 1 skill point gives 5, which is quite low. So that's why you prioritize the tier 1 fort. 1 skill point gives you 20. So for 6 skill points you only get 30. It's tier 2 innates. So basically two-handed, max out those ones. Thanks to we've already gone ahead and unlocked the most of the trees from the critical attack chance, critical attack damage, and then the tier 1 mitonates. It's pretty much going to unlock the rest of the trees to get the mitonates. This is why one of the main reasons we want to prioritize the critical attack chance, critical attack damage for. So it unlocks the rest of the skill trees for us just to come down and put the skill points in where we need. So yeah, so two-handed, max out plus 5 innates in tier 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and find the rest of mites. Brawler, max out the tier 2 plus 5 innates. So thanks to the critical attack damage, it unlocked it for those ones. Not dual pistol, dual wield. Yep, dual wield. So down the middle, and then thanks to that one being unlocked from critical attack damage, we're able to put skill points in plus 5 mitonates. Hand blasters, nope. Martial arts there, so down the middle, and then we fill out the rest of the tier 2 mitonates. So thanks to the critical attack damage again, it unlocked those ones again, so we can just put the skill point straight in. One-handed, nope. Rifle, so look, no, that's shield. So I think we should cover this shield blast on the things. Nope, that is the last mite one. Okay, so for the last mite one, what you want to do is you'd come down the middle of the shield, put 1 skill point into precision, and then you'd max out this one. This is why you want to do this skill tree the last for, because it has no tier 1 mitonates, no critical attack chance or damage. So this one will be your very last one of all the mites you want to increase. So literally down the middle, put 1 skill point in there, and then max out the rest of the mite ones. So then, that way we've done all the mite ones, and we literally leave ourselves open to what I'm going to say next about we move into the precision ones. So you can see I've told you which trees to go down to prioritize your mite, so forth, thanks to the critical attack chance and damage being unlocked already, unlocking the mite already for you. And then you did the tier 1 mitonates and so forth, which unlocked the rest of the mite ones, thanks to the way of doing this. So now, this is why I said leave the shield last for, because if you leave the shield last, come down the middle, put 1 skill point into precision, and then you max out the rest of the mitonates. So then, once you've done that, that'll be all your mite done. You know you've done it, great, you can go, now you can start putting skill points into precision. So that means for your next 2 skill points, you can max out the rest of the shield and ones, because now this is the only tier 1 precision at the moment, and it gives the most. So this is a +1, and you know, for 1 skill point you get +10, so in all you get 30. So as you can see what I mean with this build, it kind of goes all in together. And so now then we'll go for the rest of the innates, finding the rest of the precision ones, which will be in order T2, and the rest of them will be all unlocked thanks to the way we've done this build. So not there, bow, so you can max out the rest of those thanks to the plus tier 1 mites being unlocked, well, being done and unlocked to precision. Dual pistols, so down the middle. So basically, thanks to critical attack damage, sorry, it unlocks all of the precision ones plus 3 tier 2 ones. So you can max out that. Now with the limited skill points I have on my second character, so first of all, you can max out this one in hand blasters, rest of precision. So thanks to the tier 1 plus 20 might, it would have unlocked the tier 2 plus 3 precision, so max that. Now since I've only got 131 skill points, I can't show you all the innates that I've maxed, but you think you need like 144 maybe, is it, to max all of them? It could be wrong, maybe a skill point off of 2. So martial arts, nope. One-handed. So thanks to the plus tier 1 might again, it's unlocked the precision one, so I'm able to max that. Rifle, I think I might have done another one, so rifle and... Okay, so the last 2 will be in rifle. So down the middle, thanks to the critical attack chance, it will unlock the precision. And then in staff, thanks to critical attack chance again, it will unlock the precision there. So for the next 12 skill points, you can max out those 2. So that's 133 skill points I would need, 143, sorry, to max out all my DPS innates for being super speed. So that was close when I said 1 or 2 off, which means I'm still quite a few skill points away on this character. So if you're one of these people with like more than 140 plus skill points, and you've got all the innates already, and you're wondering, what can I put my skill points in next? Or if you're close to getting max innates and then you want to know where to put your skill points in afterwards. Well, if you've managed to get all your DPS innates, go back to the movement and fill out the rest of the tree. Get your resistances, very important, so what we'll be doing afterwards. Get your breakout masteries, because even though the power you get back from the breakout masteries is poor, it's still power that you get back just for breaking out. I mean, you know, with the amount of crowd control in this game, any power that you can get back coming into you, even as a DPS, is worth it. So, after you fill out this, come back to and fill out the rest of your movement trees. And then, this is my recommendations. It depends on what powers you are, so forth though, but mainly might DPSs don't run shields and all this loadout like Cardlight do and all this kind of stuff. So for me, what I would be doing is I'm going to be putting skill points in health, because for me the amount of DPSs in this game, they need some good health, because there's a lot of big damage in this game, and so you always want to try and bump up your HP as high as possible. So after you've got all those innates, you want to come back after the movement and get all the tier 1 health, and then after tier 1 health you can get the tier 1 defense, and so forth, just bumping up the rest of your stats. So that's the whole aim of it, and I hope this guide will help you out, guys. This is a good way of doing your skill points, because as you see, it just goes in all with each other. You know, from the critical attack chance, critical attack damage, straight into the tier 1 mites, and then you go straight into tier 2 mites, which unlocks the tier 1 precision, straight to the tier 2 precision. It just coincides so nicely together, and it's just a nice way that you know what you've done with your skill points. So anyway guys, thank you for watching this. I appreciate all of the views and the subs that people have been recently doing to my channels. You know, it's been fun doing fire, and I hope this guide will help you guys out. So until next time, thanks for watching.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light!